blocks, what kind of the building block can help us in achieving business agility? Maybe Shane, you want to take the humanistic first forward. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me go first. There's two fundamental changes that our organizations have to make in order to effectively become agile. The first is the way we think about our customers. Steve Deming talks about the Copernican Revolution in the way that organizations deal with customers. We used to have the center of the organization, the thing which everything revolved around, was return value to shareholders. It was the board, it was the chief executive, that what they said mattered, and the decisions flowed out from there. The first fundamental shift is to move that and put the customer in the center. Mm-hmm. In today's world, meeting customer needs is the primary source of competitive advantage. Mm-hmm. And that's not telling customers what they want. That's listening to our customers and truly making them at the center. It's putting the people that are closest to our customers empowered to make good decisions and support them and look after them. In order to do that, the people who are in our organization have to truly be really interested in that customer outcome. So we need people who care, people who are creative, people who are passionate about the work that they do, that really want to support those customers. And what we see is that shareholder return and profitability and sustainability is a side effect of that customer-centric focus, with a deeply caring about the people in our organization and beyond the organization. So it's thinking of the end-to-end value stream. It's not just our own employees, mm-hmm. It's our partners in the value stream.
Okay.
So it's becoming a more connected organization. Mm-hmm. And that difference in philosophy, from the boss knows best and tells everyone what to do, the hierarchical command and control, flip it on its head. The customer comes first, and the people closest to the customers are the ones who can truly tell us what the voice of the customer is, what the customer needs are, and then let's adapt and support and build products. And we have to be constrained. This is not about making customers happy by giving them things for nothing. Mm-hmm. It's about giving customers great value for what they spend, mm-hmm. and mm-hmm. bringing them back. Customer loyalty, in the age of the internet, customer loyalty is 3 clicks. Mm-hmm. How do we make that sustainable customer loyalty, where people keep coming back, where we have that relationship with our customer rather than the transactional component?
Great. So what I'm hearing,
look after the customer, look after the people.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm hearing from Shane is that the center of business agility, as per Shane's view, is a customer-centric approach, and build all systems around the customer rather than around your own interest as an organization. It's not about delivering money to the stakeholder. It's all about solving customers' problem, and the organizations who can understand what customer really need and how can they convert that need into solution may succeed more faster in a business agility and achieving overall agility. Yeah, great. Now, anyone else want to add how to achieve business agility? One of it is achieving a customer-centric approach.
Let me. Okay. Rakesh, you go. Okay, thank you. So I will take the lead from where Shane left, from the customer-centric approach. And where I will take it is that look at an individual who work in an organization. There's still an approach which is task-oriented approach, that somebody gives you a task, you do your task and come back. Still the the feeling of ownership and responsibility is still not, that transition has taken place, that change hasn't taken place. So what we need to look at, some of the aspects that are coming up in business agility, is the mindset change.
Mm-hmm.
And I have interviewed many developers and many teams, and there is a feeling that yes, they have moved to an agile environment because of ceremonies, but at a thinking level, that hey, look, it is not you and your task, it is the team's responsibility. So to make the focus on everyone, to say that there is a leader inside you,
Mm-hmm.
okay, which is growing up. You have to nurture that leader to grow up. You should feel free and have that feeling of being a leader. Okay, you may not have people reporting to you, but
Mm-hmm.
still you have a leadership qualities within you which you have to grow up. And the second one is helping others, whether you call it coaching or anything, helping others. So this mindset change, starting at individual, right at the bottom there, or other member of the team, is where you started from. And then, try to ingrain those principles of customer centricity and ownership and other activity. But releasing the energy of an individual is something that is very important.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that overall mindset shift, and it starts from individual. And if you can create a growth or a adaptable mindset at an organization individual's level, that enhances the business agility. Yeah, Sanjay, you wanna add something here? In between, you got dropped out.
Hello.
Yeah. So go ahead, Sanjay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll carry on from what Singh mentioned about customer centricity. That's very important. I'll add two more elements here. One is using collective intelligence, and which is a leadership, also part of leadership agility. Now, with business agility, we are going beyond individual teams and taking it at the organization level. And in many cases, I've seen that culture of, we make some decisions and you have to just carry it out, which I think Rakesh also mentioned a little bit. That culture of giving and taking orders has to go away.
Mm-hmm.
We have to, I don't see that a first value of Agile Manifesto, the individual and interaction, still it hasn't taken deep roots in organization in many cases, even though they are going for an Agile transformation at the entire organization level. So the shift has to happen from the culture of giving and taking orders to meaningful conversations which use people's collective intelligence. Collective intelligence is probably the second step, I would say. And the third one is keeping the big picture in all your conversation, in all your value stream, right from value discovery to value creation to value delivery. It also often happens that product owner or stakeholders make a decision that this has to be done, and by the time it goes to the team, the communication is this has to be done, just do it. So the discussions do not happen from value-centric perspective, right? If you take an example of product owner gives a user story to the team understands it, backward development happens fine, instant planning it is planned properly, the team does a great job, good craftsmanship, and it is finished in record time, within 3 to 5 days, no bugs, it goes to production. So value creation, value delivery, all perfectly fine. Now it goes to production and nobody is using it, right? Now, even though the team did an amazing job, there was an assumption here, a big assumption that whatever we are building is going to add value. So we have to keep the big picture, the value centricity, in all our conversation in the entire value chain, right from value discovery through value creation to value growth. Right? Okay. So just to sum it up, customer centricity, relying on collective intelligence and keeping the big picture in mind throughout the value chain.
Great, nicely summarized. So I don't have to do that. Yeah, great. Yeah. So this is interesting. Yeah. Now we spoke about that. Okay, these are the how part, but I feel just an additional stuff here. The customer centrics, I do feel it makes 100% sense. Collective intelligence, growth mindset, taking order, rather than taking order, engaging in the whole process. I do see somewhere, maybe it is indirectly related to customer centricness, a need and ability to have evolving the business model. So it is not necessarily your current customer, it's also about your future customer, because the current customer may be getting too many choices, or maybe a shrinking need base where you are currently sticking on. So it might be expanding your customer segment itself, and or maybe adding some service which you are not doing right now. So that kind of agility, you can call it strategic agility, may also need it in order to have an overall growth, because whatever you are doing, even if you do in a perfect way, may not sustain tomorrow. The needs may change. Yeah.